Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Snell. Pass to Middleton. It's Brogdon on the wing. 5 to shoot. Over Conley. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Bucks. Two teams that run offense through the block, Brent. What does playing inside out do to a defense?
Well, it's kind of the idea we've talked about it, Kevin, the accordion of the defense.
Right.
You press them in and then out, and then at some point, if they don't work themselves back in, there are advantages on driving angles, there's advantages of attacking closeouts, and then opportunities open up. And the more of those easy shots go in, it starts to deflate that defense.
Boy, you need that center to kind of have his head on a swivel, right? He's got to have that great vision about where guys are.
Well, between that and also you being a big Poca fan, we'll see how this accordion defense plays out tonight.
I love the Poca.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Monk with the ball. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
They get the rebound. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Full 24-second shot clock. To the paint. Here's Brogdon. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Here's the screen. And it's Conley penetrating.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
Henson with the screen. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Michael Conley. Clock at 4. Carter with the block. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's good from long range.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. Their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They set the screen to the right side. Carter left side. And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. Conley left side. Shoots over Brogdon.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. Off the screen. Off the left rim and out.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play. Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
And here is Brogdon. He has 5. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 8-point game. Now, here's Monk. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, and coming off that pick there, Conley able to get to his sweet spot and convert.
Henson with the screen. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night. Outside Conley. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Carter at the elbow. In the corner, it's Monk. Goes up the baseline. That one, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The Milwaukee Bucks looking to move the needle with their new head coaching hire. If you're in that role, Brent, what changes do you make?
Well, I think the team just needs to find a little bit better cohesion on the defensive end. They tried a lot of things schematically last year that I don't think they were as connected as they needed to be there. And as far as personnel goes, they're really lacking some consistency from outside on the perimeter, their perimeter shooting. I know Tony Snell had a decent year, but there's not a lot of three-point attack from the Milwaukee Bucks. It makes it tough for them to score.
Now Brogdon. After the missed 3 from Malik Monk. Pass to Nwaba. That 3 off the mark. Bulls trail by 9. Conley left side. Here's Kid Gilchrist. He is guarded by Brogdon. Back to Kid Gilchrist. That's tipped. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul.
Into the lineup for the Bucks.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Markkanen. To the wing on the left. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bucks leading by 9. They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. From the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Brogdon's got 7.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
The screen from Thompson. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Picked by Markkanen. Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. Here's Monk. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Monk's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all three levels on the floor.
Trying to get open is Thompson. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Here's Markkanen. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
A little over aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin, I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here. He said, ask Brent about the refereeing.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, no, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bulls trail by 7. Now Parker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Parker's shot is off.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the Bucks miss again.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Parker left side. Pass to Portis. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Portis has got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Middleton. Trying to get open is Thompson. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 7. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Lamb. Pass to Parker. Launches a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Here's the screen. And here's Middleton, covered by Parker. Clock at 6. From the wing, Middleton can't get it to go.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bogut. Banked in off the glass.
Tough to match up with Bogut, especially his size and that soft touch.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Back right after this. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Portis the screen. It's Parker outside. A shot off that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
But they'll get another chance. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly a motor that does not stop.
We'll always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Maker misses. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Parker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Middleton with it. There's a screen. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Middleton doing a good job of being creative and finishing a difficult look.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Now here's Parker. Here's Portis. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Middleton. Over Lamb. Middleton can't get it to go. Bulls trailed by 15. And here is Portis. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Here's Parker with the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Parker does not take many threes. When he does, you just have a feeling it's going in.
And here is Dellavedova. Pass to Middleton. Henson with the screen. Puts up a three. Another miss by Middleton.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a three in the first, nothing in the second.
Now here's Lamb. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the left wing. Over in the corner, Portis. Pass to Lamb. Screen by Bogut.
They're trailing, and their offense has gone away. They shot it better in the first, but are really flat so far here in the second.
Parker playing for Coach K in college. He's got that pedigree as well as a great attitude.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Well, the fans happy to see Jabari Parker healthy and doing what he does best. Brent, talk about what makes him, in your opinion, so special.
Well, just how many comebacks he's had and just how much fortitude he's shown so far in the early part of his career. Lots of comparisons early on to MLO and to Grant Hill. And he's capable of carrying a team offensively. Just nice to see him on the floor.
Bulls trail by 11. Portis the screen. Over, hands it to Kumbo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bogut knows his role so well and is always in good defensive position. Good block there.
Bucks leading by 11. Now here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. Now Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 3. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been on his A game, sinking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Bucks with possession here. Out to the right wing. Snell from outside. To the wing right side. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. Snell's got 8 points.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Parker following the bucket by the Bucks. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee with the ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And that one's good, Brogdon.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Pass to Lamb. Shot clock at 6. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Lamb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Antetokounmpo up top. 12 points for him. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Portis the screen. Over in the corner, Lamb. Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Got to get out in transition there.
Pass to Portis. Now here is Bogut. Parker inside. Got a hand on it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Lamb. Poked away. Parker outside. Clock at 6. The 19-footer is on the money.
It's a silky-looking jump shot from Jabari Parker, sticking that one in pretty easily.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. When it comes to veteran players, Brand, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Outside Conley. The tray. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Thompson outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Now, Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. Monk, no one around him. No good with the triple. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Mwaba. Carter pulls it in.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working. Tireless.
Snell, no good. Bulls trailed by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Markkanen. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's 9 points for Lauri Markkanen.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Back to Conley. They set the pick. Pick by Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Another 3 for Chicago.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The screen from Thompson. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Parker outside. Goes up on the block. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Parker. To the paint. Here's Bogut. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Bogut's such a hard-nosed and intelligent big man, and the player certainly at his position that always has your back.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out in front by...
I'm an emperor.
just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. And the Bucks with possession here. They lead by 17. Middleton left side. Tipped away. Stolen by Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball. And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Middleton outside. Henson with the screen. Middleton off the pick. Chicago grabs the miss. And Markkanen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release. The ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Good on the shot.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Conley up top. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his third foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Monk. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Monk's got his third basket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton for three. And no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
Down low. Stolen by Henson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Brogdon. And he dunks it down.
Well, at 6'5", Brogdon capable of getting up there. We don't see it all that often, but a nice dunk.
Picked by Markkanen. And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Conley. Picked by Markkanen. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Monk is no good. Milwaukee leading by 16. In the corner, Middleton with it. Nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got 13 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
To the middle. Here's Carter. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Carter's got his first points of the game.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Monk with a double team. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's foul number 2 for him. Henson not a floor spacer. Offensively, you'll find him around the rim.
He's a pretty good finisher in there, but he doesn't get a ton of opportunities. You're right. Defensively, you just like his mobility combined with his length. That's a help.
Conley's shot is off.
That was what we call a brain fart. Not sure what was on his mind with that one.
A head scratcher there, and you wonder now, how much control really does the coach have over this team?
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 18 points for him. From deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Right side, Conley. Pass to Markkanen. Picked by Markkanen. Looking to get back on track here. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Henson with the screen. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. They get the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Over to the left wing. 3-pointers, Snell. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Here's Brogdon. Michael Conley making his last shot. Back to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. Off the screen. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Henson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Carter missing. Bucks leading by 23. No one near him. And that one hits back iron. Here's Markkanen. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Snell. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Carter missing.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Now Monk. He's guarded by Brogdon. Right wing. And here is Parker. 6 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. He squares up and sinks it. 10 points for Malik Monk. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So both teams changing it up here. Milwaukee leading by 23. There's a screen. The screen from Thompson. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 23 points in the game. Here's Parker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position. But overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
Now, here's Parker. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The screen from Thompson. And here is Antetokounmpo. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. And so here is Chicago. And it's the Bucks on the break. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And it's Parker in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 7 points for Jabari Parker.
Well, when he has some room, that's got to give you a bit more confidence as a shooter, and Jabari steps up for 3 more.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 23 points in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Connects from 3-point range. Middleton's got 8 points in the quarter. Parker outside. Back to Bogut. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA 3-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
Middleton outside. Over Valentine. Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And Thompson throws it down.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Parker outside. And it's Parker in the corner. Shot on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Parker's got 9.
When a guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Middleton. Over Valentine. Another miss by Middleton. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bucks on top, running away with it. And time to step aside. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Parker. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your brain's
trying to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Valentine. Now Parker. Back to Bogut. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now Dellavedova. Now here's Maker. Outside Antetokounmpo. From beyond the arc. And again Milwaukee with the triple.
Playing with confidence, becoming more crucial for Thon Maker at this stage of his career. Good job shooting off the pass.
Parker's shot is off.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of an interesting year for Tristan Thompson, who saw playing time decrease, and some felt that his focus and his drive just wasn't quite the same. There was a lot of moving parts last year for Cleveland and around Tristan. Eventually he found his game late in the year though and was impactful in the playoffs.
Screen by Bogut. Out to Parker. Beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Milwaukee in total control. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. They set the pick. Middleton on the wing. Shot off the pick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Middleton's got 10 points here in the second half. Parker outside. Screen by Bogut. Pass to Parker. And they get it. Rebounded by the Bucks. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Middleton outside. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league?
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but the Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's gonna be someone before long.
No doubt.
Portis the screen. And it's Parker in the corner. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Now Dellavedova. Pass to Middleton. Steps back and fires. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
Valentine with it. Bogut with it. Back to Valentine. Parker outside. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here are the Bulls now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Valentine. Fires for three. But they'll get another chance. Portis with it. Launches it. Knocks down the three ball.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Thompson. There's the screen. For three, Middleton. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Parker. Portis with it. Defended by Dellavedova. Parker drives in. Off target on the 15-footer.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Middleton outside. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And the Bucks making a change here. And here is Parker. Parker outside. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Clock at 2. Here's Lopez. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Parker. Pass to Bogut. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Parker outside. Screen by Bogut. Parker outside. Five to shoot. And again, no good by Chicago. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year. 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Pass to Bogut. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got 4 this quarter.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Here's Dellavedova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Korver. Lopez a screen. Kyle Korver, and that's good.
And the pick and roll set can be virtually impossible to guard when you have a guy like Korver smack dab in the middle of it.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, the ageless wonder, Kyle Korver, still such a vital part of the offense. A blur on offense, constantly moving around to try to find an opening at the three-point line, and sometimes that pulls defenders away and opens up some more opportunity.
Pass to Monk. It's stolen by Korver. Over to the wing. At the top of the key, Lopez. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Now here is Dellavedova. Covered by Bogut. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. For Korver, he continues to climb the ranks of all-time three-pointers made.
Well, Kyle last year passed the great Paul Pierce of the Boston Celtics, and Korver is not close to being done. In the all-time rankings, Kevin, interestingly enough, he has the least amount of games and total attempts of everyone in the top 5. That's some rarefied air.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Good on both.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Now here is Dellavedova. And it's Korver in the corner. Korver missing again. And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Monk. Here's Lamb. Guarded by Korver. Lamb, good.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.